I uncover the news. I was just having something with my coffee here. I thought I said on Saturday if anything happens, I'd hop back on. So I'm doing that. It's a little bit cold here, so rather than appear in my warm, fluffy purple house coat, looking vaguely like Andy Cap's wife from the cartoon script. And I did earlier when this was around and the knot was like Uncover the News has a question. Hi, Becky Stone. Yeah, I thought I'd do, it's only going to be short live, only going to be half an hour or so. But I thought I'd come on and not surprising news. I'm trying to remember what I said on Saturday. And June 30th, what does Anonymous have? Hey, Steve. I did say something happened, I would hop back on and do a live. It's interesting. He's got some Republicans saying, well, no, unconstitutional. And it was, from my understanding, in that it wasn't an imminent threat. And of the Circle of Eight, which is the National Security Committee or something, which has Democrats on it, only two people, Republicans, knew. But first, let's start out with maybe a message from Spirit about this. Okay. This is an emotional time. Lots of overflowing emotions and lots of sending a lot of people into prayer mode, praying for that this doesn't escalate. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to be scared. I will answer some questions, okay? But first I'm doing a message from Spirit, okay? Okay. But things are not going to settle down to anytime soon. There's still more high energy around this whole situation with so we've got the Ace of Cups. It's okay to feel emotional. It's okay. It's understandable. Spirit charging in, not thinking, more of a I'll show you. I feel like I actually said to my husband on Saturday night, that I feared that he was going to do something because of his ego had been hurt in an "I'll show you all" thing. It's still like, yeah, I'll show everyone who's in charge type thing. But, interesting. Like, so there's a bit more turmoil to come. A bit more turmoil to come with this night of. But we've got the sun here, which is good news. This often represents freedom as well. There's tell me more about the sun. The Queen of Swords, precision, clearing out. In a way, clearing their current ability for any military nuclear thing. It's a smart move, but everything is there. All the pieces are there to come to an agreement. Okay. Why is this going to turn out okay? Because of the clearing. But everything is there. Sorry, guys. No, the US isn't close to a civil war. Will everything be okay? Well, Spirit is saying yes. There's still some turbulent time. There's still some clearing to do. Thank you, Jazzy girl. But all the ingredients are there to sort things out. But will it happen? Let's have a look. There will be agreement in the end, but these are major arcana. Now, we all know tarot and time. No, I can't, the fact that they are major arcana, everything is there for an agreement to be reached. Okay. But the fact that things are going to be better now, because actually this threat was taken out, but it militarily, but it's not necessarily. It's done now. But there's still going to be some chaos to come. So the fact that we've got two major arcana here, look, there's still stuff. It's going to take a while. It's not all going to be. They're not going to come out tomorrow and say, we're all peace. Yes, we'll sign a peace deal, blah, blah, blah. No, there's some more chaos, I think, in the wings. But it's hold strong. Stick to your beliefs. Everything will be okay. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. Okay. There is one facility on the coast this year that they do feel could be problematic if it was bombed. That that could cause some fallout problems in the area. The others, no. The ones that have been bombed, no. And there's a couple of others that, no. But the one on the coast, yes. There could be problems if it was bombed. Will they bomb it? I hope not, because I think that that would be a real piece of folly. But you don't know with this man. Is the US close to a civil war? I don't feel it. We've got the Empress here. To me, the Empress has often been united American voices when we're talking about the US. Yeah. Has it stopped around nuclear enrichment? For now. If the regime doesn't change, they'll go and start again. What is needed there is a regime change. Somebody asked, will the president use the Iran bombing and look what we can do to Canada, Greenland, as a look what we to threaten Canada, Greenland, and Panama with? He might. He'd be stupid to do it, because that is he'd be basically really walking him. I mean, they're already chasing him out of town. They'll just, yeah, it'd be a foolish thing to do. I really, really feel that there's Japan's very angry that there's such a temptation to just block the US out of so many security agreements. But the thing that stopped, like, Five Eyes and saying we're kicking out of Pine Gap, just cutting them out of so many agreements. But that won't happen, because the feeling is that would back this man into a corner that could unleash his wrath and fury. He used what was going on there as an excuse to say, I'll show you. It wasn't really a strategic thing. He grabbed hold of it as an excuse. I was watching his news conference, and J.D. Vance was standing in the back with a frown on his face. He generally does look like that, but I was just looking at him, and he's just got this puzzlement on his face and this confusion, like thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Hi, Shelby Lisa. Will he be impeached over this? I'd like to say, yeah. I mean, the articles have to be allowed. Will they attempt to impeach him? That's a big yes. But of course, I'm not quite sure whether Mike Johnson has to allow them to be tabled. You see, there's a lot of Republican representatives very, very angry too that they were bypassed, that their power was bypassed. Full, yeah, new attempt. I do feel that they are going. Will it be successful? I'm not sure. No, no, he's not going to threaten Canada. He's not going to threaten Greenland. He's not going to threaten um, Panama. They have to have faith in the process. What's going to be the outcome if they do attempt to impeach him? Well, pay the devil his due. I got him trying what he did on January 6th again. If they if he I get, you know how Nixon was told you have to resign because the party is not behind you. If you don't resign, you will be impeached by the House and found guilty by the Senate. I feel like he's going to be told the same thing. But I don't think he's going to listen. I feel he might even try a repeat of January 6th. Will he try a repeat of January 6th if they move ahead with impeachment? Hi, Sherry French. Yeah, he might. This is people standing in defence of the Capitol again. Will Donald Trump be out of office before the end of the year? This is validation of that theory. So, yes, it's not going to be victorious here. This is out of office validation of that theory. It's going to be an uneasy couple of months. Clarence Fields, haven't seen you for a while. Lovely to see you. Can I read on this coming week? Yes, I can. I will. Okay. Like I said, this is only going to be a short one, just for things will settle down, but it's still going to take a little time. I asked to myself, will there be a protracted ongoing skirmishes aiming for the US because of this protracted? Yeah, there's going to be times when the US has to defend itself, or stand in defense, stand at the ready. Will there be an increase in terrorist activity against US targets? Let's have a look. Quite possibly, yes. This is strategy and planning. So, I mean, not that there hasn't been people planning and all that, but there might be a step up in strategic strikes and things like that. So, unfortunately, I do feel that America will feel some of the consequences of Donald Trump's actions. Okay, I will do a read on this coming week. It was a different deck. Like I said, this is just a short video. So let's have a look at this coming week. Guys, let's choose some Pasha, please. There is retreat, withdrawal, checking in for alignment. This is interesting. The Four of Cups reversed. Energy of this week. What's crossing this week? Imposter syndrome, self-deceit, keeping secrets. Who are we talking about here? This is general air, but in the advice is maintain emotional balance. At the base of this, strong courage, independent, determination, outgoing. I feel like this is a message saying you might want to withdraw into yourself. And of course, there's going to be some heartbreak and emotional pain. Having to challenge persevere and protect with the 7. Okay, heartbreak and emotional pain. Sorry, that's the 3 of Swords. Here's this standing in defense again. This is general for the US. Painful endings, deep loss, betrayal, wounds, crisis. Yeah. I feel like this is, hi, Sabrina Fell. And here's the self-love, institution, repressed emotion. Dissatisfaction. It's going to be a really will there be more protest in the US? Oh, look, tower. A tower moment. I asked if there was going to be more protest in the US, and this came out the tower. I think it's going to, the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of people voicing their displeasure. It is going to be a very interesting week, but every reading I've done, this guy has made an appearance. Am I okay? Oh yeah, I look a little bit of a train wreck, certainly. But yes, Sabrina, thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm fine. Your protest signs are still in your car. Yeah, oh no, I'm fine. Thank you. It's just a bit cold. Anyway, my darlings, I did think I thought I'd come on and just look, everything will be okay, but we can't lie and say that there's not going to be reverberations, uneasiness, consequences to actions. I'm not going to say it's not going to be a turbulent time, because it is. It is going to be turbulent. Catastrophic? I don't think so, but at least not. It will be to certain people. I just felt like watching JD Vance just stare at the president. The other two were looking ahead and stuff. And I just got something delivered in the mail. But this like he's thinking, I have to do something. I have to do something. So is JD Vance going to make a power move? I don't know. I asked, is JD Vance going to make a power move? The celebration, joy, harmony, homecoming. I think he might. Will it work? Will it work? Will he be able to unseat the president? Let's have a look. challenges to him. He doesn't quite have the skills to rule, and that's going to be felt. That's going to be an opinion that is felt by others. The advice for him. Don't presume anything, and know that you will have to deal with the repercussions. Be aware to deal with repercussions. Even though Trump gave the order, if you do take over from him, you'll still have to deal with those repercussions. At the base of this, yeah, he's tied up in knots. Self-imposed restriction. Victim mentality and negative thoughts. So the why me, why me? What's the outcome if he does it? Wishful thinking, illusion, opportunities. Look, will he succeed? Yes or no? If he wants to succeed, he's going to have to move fast. Okay. But he could, but he has to get the right people on side. And if okay. Yeah, there's still, he's really starting to seriously think about it now, but he's still not sure he can do the job. Oh, buddy, you put yourself up there, put yourself out there, got yourself the vice presidency, and that means if you have to take over and run the country, you've got to be prepared to do it, and you've got to believe that you can do it. You don't believe you can do it. Anyway, I do feel that there's going to be a turbulent time, and there could be, UN has condemned it, and there could be some real consequences that unfortunately American people, even Westerners, like we've got troops over in Azerbaijan there to help Australians evacuate. Do I feel like some Australians are in danger of being killed? Actually, I do. And of course, I feel like some Americans are in danger, and other people as well, just being caught up in this. That High Travels, I just looked at that because JD Vance was just looking at him like, how can I Yeah. Oh my God, look at me. No wonder somebody asked if I was okay. Yeah. Yes, there are. There are. Yes, it did freeze for a minute. There are people talking behind the scenes. JD then knows what he has to do, but he doesn't think has to cut it off. There are other people thinking too. Okay. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go now. I just want to let you know things will settle down. It's an uneasy world. Having people in power in some of the places they are in power does not help. And hang on for some turbulence, but things will be okay. It's going to take a while for things to get ironed out and for things to settle down again, but they will. But be prepared for anything in that time. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Please take care, stay strong, stay healthy, keep believing in yourselves and in others, and that things will turn out fine. Stay loving, and above all, my darling, stay laughing. If you can, laugh every day and laugh with a stranger if you can. Love you all. Bye-bye.